Hello, welcome to an ink review today. I'm doing an ink review on Nemosine. The color is called Coalsack Nebula. This is the front of the packaging. There's the back. And on the back it states, note, shake well. Performs best with a medium nib or larger. Do not use with a bladder. Wash pen after use. Not for use in vintage pen. And on the bottom here, it says made in Slovenia. Okay, and show you what the bottle looks like. And you look underneath, you see the little particles. It's kind of like the anniversary J. Herban inks, where it has the articulates in it. Okay, and then now off to the comparisons on the papers. You'll see the shimmering here. Okay. Alright, here I have Bristol, Fabriano, Tomoe River, and Rhodia. You can see on the very top where it's more shimmery because the more particulates. And then as my brush went down, you can see how it faded. Nemosine. Okay, now go to our written. In the form, a written Nemosine. And I used the name of it's Coalsack Nebula. I wrote down the whole phrase that was on the back of the box. And I used a Jinho pen. Where's that bad boy at? Yeah, great. I'm doing a pen review and I can't find him. Okay, I'll pull him up at the end. And then I did my water test, my water drop test. It didn't really lift up anything. I write water test, put some water down, mush it down with my finger like so. And then I put a paper on, napkin, lift it up. And actually, yeah, it's legible. And then here's my little time swatches. Oh yeah, you could definitely see how it took foreverville. So on this one, it has a longer dry time. Let's flip her on over and see what we have on the other side. Kind of a little show through on the scrubby, but it's not too bad. Okay, I found the lip pin. My Jinho popped up. See, I looked at the nib to see if it was a medium fine. And of course, you know these, they never write. They just says rhodium tip. For some reason, this one's written thinner. Usually, most of my Jinhos, they write pretty broad for like mediums. Okay, next we have the Tomoe River paper. And you can see the swatching. It took over a minute, basically a little over a minute to dry. And of course my alphabet A through Z, my phrase, a little better plays in the forest, and a little scrubby. See, I think this pen's more of a, I don't know, more of a finer nib, because it didn't leave a lot of the particles down, but you can see some of it depending on how you hold it. But if you use a broader nib, you'll definitely see the little particles in it. Oh wait, I didn't show you the back. My bad. And then next, we have the Fabriano Ecoqua. And of course, I got my scrubby, my phrase, and my alphabet. And this one, it took around 23 seconds to dry. Because, you know, Fabriano don't really have much of a coating on the paper. but it seems to soak it in. So you don't really see a lot of this shimmering, shiny stuff. It did not bleed through. No real show through. Next, we have UberWorks. I pulled it out of the little planner. And in here, I wrote, I did my scrubby, my phrase, my alphabet. And it took a while for it to dry. For some reason, they just seem forever. It says shadowing. So, you can see it. So, if you're writing in your little planner book, you probably won't be able to write on the other side if you're kind of a fickle person on writing and seeing through. So I would write on every other page. Next, we have the Staples copy paper here. Of course, cheap paper. Everybody has room with this. You know, especially coming back to school. I seen it dirt cheap. Okay, I soaked it in, and for some reason this took a little bit longer than usually. Usually it soaks in within like a minute, you know, 1 second, 2 seconds. And this took like 13, 14 seconds. Crazy. Yes, it did bleed through. Yes, it did show through. But everybody knows that's going to happen on the paper. Then we have here some cheap notebook paper I picked up at Walmart. It was school time. They're 25 cents. Last year they were 17 cents, so they're going up. I looked on it. It had no brand. It just had notebook paper. So anyway, oh, it said it was made in Mexico. I don't know if that would help or not, but anyway, it took about 15 seconds to dry. We'll flip it over. Of course, bleed through, show through. Last but not least, we have the post-it paper. My phrase, my alphabet. And it took a long time to dry on this bad boy too. Around about, as I go 20, 30, 40, so 45 seconds roundabouts. Shippers. But it didn't bleed through on this paper. So, you leave a note. Post it. Alright, well, that was my ink review on Nemosine, Coalsack Nebula. I hope you liked this ink review. If you have any questions, you know, leave them down in comments, and I'll try to answer them best to my abilities. I should have used a broader nib, because usually these Jinhos, the ones I pick up, they're pretty dirt cheap, and they're usually pretty broad nibs. But for some reason, this one threw me a curb. If you like these ink reviews, hit the thumbs up button. Follow me. I'm going to try to do little episodes here and there on like making cards or ideas for letter writings. Little extra slices on papers, you know, just a little something to get you out of the norm, to get you to using your fountain pens more. I hope to see you later. I hope you enjoy this. Alright, bye.